Today, we're going to uncover 23 signs that might reveal a lack of essential nutrients in our bodies. Recognizing these signs is vital, but we need to approach this knowledge with care. It's easy to misjudge or jump to conclusions about ourselves or others, which can lead to misunderstandings or even hurt feelings. So let's focus first on the root causes of these deficiencies to understand the big picture. Nutrient deficiencies tend to arise for three main reasons. The first is poor gut health, which has a huge impact on how well we absorb nutrients. When our digestive system is compromised, nutrients slip through without being properly absorbed, a problem known as malabsorption. This issue often stems from specific conditions. For instance, if someone's had their gallbladder removed, they'll experience reduced bile production, which affects how the body absorbs fat-soluble vitamins like A, D, E, and K. These vitamins are crucial for everything from vision and immunity to bone strength and cell protection, so this disruption can have a broad impact. The second reason lies in our diet. Many of us don't consume enough nutrient-dense foods daily, and the quality of those foods has changed drastically over time. Modern farming practices have taken a toll on our soil. The very nutrients we rely on are sometimes missing from the soil itself, leaving us with produce that may look fresh and vibrant, but lacks the depth of nutrition it once had. This means that even healthy-looking fruits and vegetables might not provide us with the same benefits as before. Finally, our love for processed foods and sugars plays a major role in depleting essential nutrients from our systems. Refined foods, especially sugary and highly processed items, may taste great but offer little nutritional value. In fact, they can actively rob our bodies of minerals and vitamins as they're digested, putting an even greater strain on our nutrient levels. Understanding these causes helps us approach nutrient health in a way that's both thoughtful and informed. Let's keep these points in mind as we dive into the signs of deficiency, listening to our bodies and being aware of what they might be telling us. Let's take a closer look at some key signs of nutrient deficiencies and what they tell us about our bodies. 1. Bleeding or swollen gums. When our gums bleed or swell easily, it's often a sign that our body needs more vitamin C. This vitamin is crucial for keeping our blood vessels strong and healthy. When it's lacking, our gums become sensitive, even fragile. They might bleed during brushing or feel tender. It's a signal that we could use a boost of vitamin C to support our oral and vascular health alike. To address bleeding or swollen gums and prevent them from recurring, here are 5 practical tips that can make a big difference. 1. Increase vitamin C intake. Eat more vitamin C-rich foods. Incorporate foods like oranges, strawberries, kiwis, bell peppers, and broccoli. These are natural sources of vitamin C, which helps strengthen blood vessels and support gum health. Consider a vitamin C supplement. If getting enough through diet alone is challenging, talk to your healthcare provider about taking a daily vitamin C supplement to meet your needs. 2. Practice good oral hygiene. Brush and floss gently. Brush at least twice a day with a soft bristled toothbrush and floss daily to remove plaque and prevent gum irritation. Harsh brushing can aggravate gums, so use gentle motions. Use an antimicrobial mouthwash. An alcohol-free antimicrobial mouthwash can help reduce bacteria, which in turn lowers inflammation in the gums. 3. Stay hydrated. Drink plenty of water. Staying hydrated keeps your mouth moist, which helps maintain gum tissue health and reduces bacteria buildup. A dry mouth can exacerbate gum problems, so aim for at least 8 cups of water per day. Cut back on sugary and acidic foods. 4. Limit sugary and acidic foods. Foods high in sugar and acids can erode enamel and irritate the gums. Try to reduce your intake of sodas, candies, and acidic fruits, or rinse your mouth with water after consuming them. Regular dental checkups. 5. See a dentist every 6 months. Regular dental visits help catch gum problems early. A dentist can remove tartar buildup that may be contributing to gum irritation and provide professional advice to improve your gum health. These steps not only address current gum sensitivity, but also reinforce the overall health of your gums and teeth, making them more resilient in the future. The second one, number 2, is chapped lips. Dry, cracked lips, especially around the corners, can sometimes signal a deficiency in vitamin B2. Also known as riboflavin, this vitamin supports our skin's moisture and resilience. When B2 is low, sensitive areas like our lips can become dry, sore, or cracked. It's a small but clear message from our body that it could use a little more B2 to keep our skin healthy and hydrated. 3. Cracking at the corners of the mouth. Those painful cracks in the corners of our mouth are more than just a minor annoyance. They often reveal a lack of essential B vitamins, specifically B2, riboflavin, and B3, niacin. These vitamins are crucial for keeping our skin healthy and resilient. When they're missing from our diet, the delicate skin around our mouth can suffer. Paying attention to these cracks can prompt us to boost our intake of these skin-loving vitamins. 4. Flaking skin. If we notice dry, flaky skin, especially around our nose and forehead, it might be time to check our omega-3 fatty acid levels. Omega-3s are vital for maintaining our skin's natural moisture and elasticity. Without enough of them, our skin can become dry and irritated. Observing where and when our skin starts flaking can help us identify if we need more omega-3s in our diet. 5. Yellow eyes. The whites of our eyes turning yellow is a sign that shouldn't be ignored. Often, it signals liver stress and can be linked to jaundice, which occurs when bile salts are out of balance. This imbalance may be connected to nutrient deficiencies that impact liver health. Recognizing yellowing in our eyes can prompt us to pay closer attention to liver-supportive nutrients and bile salt production. Here are 5 strategies to help protect your liver and avoid issues like yellowing eyes. 1. Incorporate antioxidant-rich foods. Blueberries, dark chocolate, walnuts, and green tea are rich in antioxidants that help combat oxidative stress and inflammation in the liver. Antioxidants protect liver cells and can aid in repairing damage caused by toxins. 2. Limit exposure to toxins. Minimize contact with environmental toxins, cleaning chemicals, pesticides, and air pollutants, which add stress to the liver. Ventilate your home well and consider using natural cleaning products when possible. Avoid unnecessary medication and strictly follow prescribed doses, as certain drugs can be hard on the liver. 3. Add fiber to your diet. Fiber-rich foods like oats, whole grains, apples, and legumes help reduce liver load by improving digestion and helping remove waste from the body more effectively. Fiber also reduces the reabsorption of bile salts, lowering the workload on the liver. 4. Consider herbal liver support with medical approval. Milk thistle, dandelion root, and turmeric are traditional herbs known to support liver health by promoting detoxification and reducing inflammation. Always discuss herbal supplements with a healthcare provider, especially if you're on medication, as some can interact with prescriptions. 5. Manage stress and practice mindfulness. Chronic stress can lead to increased levels of cortisol, which in excess can harm the liver over time. Practice relaxation techniques such as meditation, yoga, or deep breathing exercises to keep stress under control and support overall health, including liver function. These additional steps, alongside a balanced diet and regular checkups, can provide comprehensive support for liver health and help reduce the risk of yellowing eyes. 6. Chronic cough. When a cough lingers on, we may be quick to think of respiratory issues, but low calcium levels can also be a factor. Calcium helps our throat muscles relax. Without enough of it, These muscles become tense, and this tension can cause that persistent, nagging cough. It's a reminder that minerals like calcium support so much more than just our bones. They help our whole system function smoothly. White spots on nails. When we see white spots appearing on our nails, it can be a sign of low zinc levels. Zinc is essential for nail health, and when it's lacking, these spots can form. But that's not the only cause. If we consume high levels of sugar, it depletes zinc from our system, making us more prone to these spots. So white spots may be a clue, urging us to check both our zinc intake and sugar habits. 8. Night vision issues. Struggling to see clearly at dusk or in low light can be more than an inconvenience. Often it points to a lack of vitamin A, which plays a vital role in our eyesight. This vitamin helps produce pigments in the retina that allow us to see in dim lighting. When our vitamin A levels drop, so does our night vision, making it harder to navigate or feel comfortable in low light. It's our vision's way of asking for some additional support. Number 9. Oily skin. Excess oil production on our skin often points to imbalances in androgen hormones, which play a big role in skin health. Zinc can be a helpful ally here too. It's known to support balanced hormone levels and can reduce skin oiliness when it's in our diet in adequate amounts. Watching our skin's oiliness can give us a clear signal about our need for zinc and hormone balance. 10. Pitting edema. Swollen feet or ankles that leave an indentation when pressed. This pitting edema is often connected to potassium deficiency. Potassium helps balance fluids in our body, keeping swelling in check. When levels are too low, excess fluid gathers in our lower extremities, leading to that noticeable swelling. It's a sign that our body could benefit from more potassium to maintain its natural fluid balance and reduce that discomfort. 11. Irritability. Feeling unusually irritable or excessively nervous can indicate a lack of vitamin B1, also known as thiamine. This vitamin plays an essential role in managing our nervous system, influencing mood and mental stability. A deficiency can disrupt this balance, leading to heightened sensitivity and mood changes. Once upon a time, there was a man named Victor. Victor was known for his easygoing, calm nature, and his friends often joked that he was a human Zen garden. He was a steady presence in the lives of those around him. A friend who would listen without interrupting, a partner who supported others without complaint, and a father who approached life with understanding and patience. However, things started to change over the course of several months. Victor's wife, Julia, noticed subtle changes in his behavior. He became increasingly short-tempered and jumpy. Small things that he would typically ignore now seemed to ignite a fire within him. When their children laughed a bit too loudly, Victor would wince, visibly irritated. Even the little creaks in their old house bothered him, as if every sound was amplified. Julia found it strange, but she figured it was just stress from work. Victor's company had taken on a large project that demanded long hours and intense focus, and Julia assumed this was the cause of his change. She thought, once things settle down, he'll be back to his old self. But as the days passed, his irritability only grew worse. One evening as they were having dinner, Victor snapped at their youngest son, Michael, for spilling a glass of water. Michael's face crumpled, surprised by his dad's reaction, and Julia looked at Victor in shock. This was a small mistake, the kind Victor would usually laugh off. Yet now, it seemed like every little mishap was an offense. After dinner, Julia asked Victor if everything was okay. He sighed heavily, saying he didn't know what was wrong. I just feel like everything is too loud, too fast. It's like my nerves are always on edge and I can't switch it off, he admitted. Julia listened, concerned. This wasn't the man she knew. Victor seemed to be slipping away from the calm presence he had always been, and it worried her. Julia decided to do some research, wanting to understand what could cause this change in Victor's mood. She scrolled through articles on stress, sleep deprivation, and mood disorders, but nothing seemed to quite match Victor's situation. Then she stumbled upon an article about vitamin B1, also known as thiamine, and its connection to mood stability and the nervous system. Reading through it, Julia learned that vitamin B1 plays a crucial role in managing the body's nervous system and in keeping our mood balanced. A deficiency in B1 can disrupt this balance, causing people to feel anxious, irritable, and even excessively sensitive to their surroundings. Julia thought about Victor's recent changes and wondered if this might be the answer. She recalled that in recent months, Victor's diet had also shifted. He had been skipping breakfast to get to work early and grabbing quick, easy meals, often high in carbs and sugars but low in nutrient density. The next day, Julia gently approached Victor with her findings. She explained what she had read about vitamin B1 and asked if he would be open to seeing a doctor. At first, Victor was skeptical. A vitamin deficiency? Really? He said with a chuckle. But Julia could see the weariness in his eyes. Eventually he agreed, if only to ease her concerns. During his doctor's visit, Victor was surprised to learn that he did indeed have a deficiency in vitamin B1. The doctor explained that thiamine deficiency can lead to irritability and affect how the brain manages stress. The doctor recommended that Victor make some changes to his diet, incorporating more foods rich in vitamin B1, like whole grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds. He also recommended a vitamin B1 supplement to help boost his levels more quickly. As Victor started incorporating these foods and taking the supplement, he noticed small changes over the next few weeks. At first, the shifts were subtle. He felt less on edge and noises didn't feel as piercing. He had more patience with his children and found himself smiling more, even laughing again. Julia noticed the change in him too. The Victor she knew was slowly returning. One day, while sitting with his family around the dinner table, Victor looked at Julia and the kids with a new sense of calm and gratitude. He realized how much his mood and mental state affected those around him, and he felt grateful for Julia's support. Without her attention to his well-being, he might have continued down a path of irritability and frustration, never realizing that something as simple as a vitamin deficiency was affecting his mind and emotions so profoundly. Through this experience, Victor learned not only about the importance of a balanced diet, but also about the importance of paying attention to subtle changes in one's mental state. He realized that sometimes the root of our moods and feelings goes beyond just stress or circumstances. It can be tied to the very nutrients our bodies need to function. Victor's story became a reminder in his community that physical health and mental health are deeply intertwined, and something as overlooked as a vitamin deficiency can have a significant impact on our emotions and our relationships. Frequent chest pain can be more than discomfort. Often, it indicates a vitamin E deficiency, affecting the heart and arteries. With low vitamin E, our arteries may lack the protection they need, impacting blood flow and increasing strain on the heart. Paying close attention to these signs allows us to take early action to support heart health. Here are 5 practical ways to address vitamin E deficiency and reduce the risk of angina. 1. Incorporate vitamin E-rich foods. Boost your intake of foods high in vitamin E, such as almonds, sunflower seeds, hazelnuts, spinach, and avocados. These foods provide antioxidants that help reduce oxidative stress and inflammation in blood vessels, supporting better blood flow and heart health. 2. Consider a vitamin E supplement with caution. If you struggle to get enough vitamin E through diet alone, consider a high-quality vitamin E supplement. Since excess vitamin E can interfere with blood clotting, it's best to consult your healthcare provider to determine a safe dosage for your specific health needs. 3. Limit foods high in saturated fats. Foods high in saturated fats can lead to cholesterol buildup in the arteries, straining the heart and worsening angina. Replace saturated fats with healthy fats, like those found in olive oil, fatty fish, and nuts, which also help increase vitamin E absorption. Exercise regularly. Moderate regular exercise improves circulation and strengthens the cardiovascular system, reducing the strain on the heart. Try incorporating 30 minutes of moderate activity, like brisk walking, most days of the week. Exercise also promotes antioxidant efficiency in the body, maximizing the effects of vitamin E. 5. Manage stress and avoid smoking. Chronic stress and smoking increase oxidative stress, reducing the effectiveness of vitamin E and straining the heart. Practice stress relief techniques such as deep breathing, meditation, or yoga, and avoid smoking to improve heart and artery health. 13. Leg or calf cramps. Muscle cramps in our legs or calves often come without warning and disrupt our comfort. These cramps are frequently linked to a magnesium deficiency, a mineral crucial for muscle relaxation. Without enough magnesium, muscle fibers may tighten and spasm. Ensuring adequate intake helps us support overall muscle function and avoid unexpected discomfort. Let us tell you a story about Mary. Mary was a nurse who loved her job at the hospital. Her days were spent constantly on her feet, moving between patients, answering calls, and handling emergencies. But recently she'd been battling painful cramps in her legs, especially in her calves, which would strike out of nowhere. They often hit just when she'd be in the middle of assisting a patient, forcing her to pause, grit her teeth, and wait for the pain to ease. It was uncomfortable and embarrassing, and it was starting to affect her confidence at work. After a particularly painful episode during a night shift, Mary decided to bring it up with a doctor she trusted. Dr. Sam listened and nodded knowingly. "It sounds like you're low on magnesium, Mary," he said. "Magnesium is crucial for muscle relaxation, and when levels drop too low, the muscles tense up and cramp. You'd be surprised how many people don't get enough of it." Following Dr. Sam's advice, Mary began incorporating more magnesium into her routine. She started her mornings with a smoothie packed with spinach and almonds, and she even added a magnesium supplement after her evening meal. Within days, she noticed a significant difference. The cramps were gone, and her legs felt stronger and more relaxed throughout her shifts. Mary was thrilled. A simple mineral adjustment had brought her relief, allowing her to focus on her patients and get through her shifts pain-free. Thanks to the magnesium boost, she could walk the hospital halls confidently, knowing her legs would keep up with her once again. 14. Craving ice. A persistent craving for ice might signal iron deficiency. This need is commonly observed in those with anemia, where low iron levels impact energy and concentration. Craving ice often becomes an unconscious habit, and the relief it brings may hint at underlying health issues that require attention. 15. Stiff low back or pain. That aching, stiff feeling in our lower back, especially during the winter months, could suggest that we're not getting enough vitamin D. In colder seasons, reduced sunlight makes it harder to absorb this essential nutrient naturally. Vitamin D supports our bones, muscles, and immune health. Mike, a 43-year-old accountant from Chicago, loved the winters, the cozy blankets, hot cocoa, and a break from the summer heat. But every year, like clockwork, he noticed his lower back acting up as soon as the temperatures dropped. What started as occasional stiffness after sitting all day soon escalated into persistent lower back pain, especially during January and February. At first, Mike chalked it up to his desk job and the winter blues, figuring he'd get back to normal once spring arrived. One year, though, the pain became too much. Getting out of bed in the morning felt like a chore, and even basic tasks like tying his shoes were painful. Stretching, warm baths, and muscle rubs provided only temporary relief. Frustrated, Mike visited his doctor, who asked about his diet and sun exposure. It turned out that Mike's vitamin D levels were low, a common issue in colder months when we get less direct sunlight. His doctor explained that vitamin D plays a key role in maintaining muscle function and bone health. A deficiency could contribute to the tightness and pain Mike felt. Taking the advice seriously, Mike made a few simple adjustments. He started taking a daily vitamin D supplement, added vitamin D fortified foods like milk and orange juice to his diet, and made a point of spending some time outside when the sun was out, even if only for a quick walk. By mid-February, he noticed a big difference. The stiffness was easing up, and his lower back felt more flexible. The next winter, armed with his new routine, Mike sailed through the season with minimal discomfort, grateful he'd discovered how something as simple as vitamin D could make such a big impact on his daily life. 16. Loss of outer eyebrows. When we notice a thinning or even a loss of our outer eyebrows, it may hint at something more than a cosmetic change. This can be an indicator of low thyroid function, often linked to an iodine deficiency. Since the thyroid controls so many of our body's vital functions, such as metabolism and energy levels, a decline in its health might first show up as eyebrow loss. Iodine plays a critical role here, as it fuels thyroid hormone production. Without it, the thyroid can't perform at its best, leading to subtle symptoms like this that over time can become more noticeable. Number 17. Tightness in the right trap area. That stiff, tight sensation we get in our right trapezius area, the muscle that extends from the neck to the shoulder, can actually point to a gallbladder issue. The gallbladder is essential for releasing bile, especially after a meal. If we're low in bile salts, this can stress our gallbladder and may manifest as discomfort in the upper right back. This tension might seem like an ordinary ache, but could be our body's signal that the gallbladder isn't functioning optimally. 18. Nightmares. Recurring nightmares, especially those that seem intense or frightening, may be our body's way of asking for more vitamin B1. This nutrient supports our nervous system and has a calming effect that helps regulate fear responses during sleep. Without sufficient B1, we may experience heightened anxiety or even more vivid and troubling dreams. Upping our intake of vitamin B1-rich foods or supplements can help restore a sense of peace during the night, ensuring a more restful and rejuvenating sleep. 19. Craving salty chips. When we find ourselves reaching for salty snacks or craving chips, it might be a sign that our body is asking for more sodium. For those of us who lead active lives, our sodium levels can drop more quickly through sweat. Sodium helps maintain fluid balance, nerve function, and muscle control, so a deficiency can impact us in surprising ways. This craving is our body's way of signaling a need to replenish, especially if we've been on the go or physically active. 20. Asthma symptoms. For those with asthma, lung inflammation can be a daily struggle. Often, vitamin D helps reduce this inflammation, supporting overall lung function. With adequate levels, we give our bodies a better chance at managing symptoms, potentially easing breathing difficulties and offering a measure of relief. 21. Craving dirt. Strange as it sounds, craving dirt, clay, or even chalk can reveal more than an unusual taste. Often, it's a clear signal of iron deficiency. This craving, known as pica, frequently appears in those dealing with anemia. When our bodies lack enough iron, they can sometimes prompt us toward substances that have trace minerals. Addressing this need with iron-rich foods or supplements can make a big difference. 22. Erectile dysfunction. Erectile dysfunction is more than just a symptom of aging. It often suggests low testosterone levels, which are vital for energy, strength, and overall vitality. Zinc plays an important role here, as it's key in testosterone production. When we have enough zinc, we support our body's ability to balance hormones effectively, which can alleviate some of these concerns. 23. Depression. Persistent feelings of sadness or hopelessness are often tied to our body's vitamin D levels. Vitamin D is crucial in supporting serotonin production, which affects our mood and emotional balance. When we lack it, we may struggle to feel upbeat and engaged with life. Exposure to sunlight or adding vitamin D supplements can significantly lift our mood and bring back the energy we've been missing. If we or anyone close to us notices these signs, it's worth exploring our diet or looking into possible supplements. Making informed choices can restore balance and improve our well-being. Remember, consulting a healthcare provider before any big changes is essential. They'll guide us to make safe and effective decisions. Understanding these signals gives us the power to take better control of our health, improving not just our lives, but the lives of those we care about. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and let's keep this conversation going. Don't forget to like and share this video with family and friends, and subscribe for more valuable insights. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.